So just like with NXT, SmackDown was pre-recorded after this week's episode of Raw. And of course, it is July 4th, the Superstars got that time off. But what it meant was us internationally watching on Netflix didn't get any commercial breaks. And of course, the show finished a lot earlier than it did for you guys in the United States. Sorry about that, but happy 4th of July. This is things you might have missed from WWE SmackDown. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. So here it is. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are officially a tag team. We wondered how this was going to play out. Tonight we found out that Alexa Bliss had organised with Nick Aldis that they would be a tag team, and they were successful tonight. And what this means is they're now qualified. They're going to Evolution as part of that women's tag team title fatal four-way match. That's pretty big. Alexa using Charlotte's desire to hold gold at Evolution, knowing that Tiffany's not going to pick Charlotte. Charlotte accepted. But is there a little bit more going on here? We saw the patronising from Charlotte Flair, but the anger on the face of Alexa Bliss was instant. After Alexa won the match, Charlotte actually hugged Alexa. Not what I expected to see for sure, but it happened. You can see it in the picture. So, is Charlotte being sort of wound in a little bit by Alexa Bliss? Is Alexa playing a game with Charlotte Flair? We know the history between the two. Commentary even reminded us about it before their match tonight as they was making their entrance. And that anger on her face just makes me wonder, is Alexa actually angry with Charlotte? And all this is luring her in some form. Don't forget, Charlotte did not want this. Alexa has done everything possible since she returned to be in this position with Charlotte Flair. Bringing up the whole allies of convenience. They're not a tag team. They don't have to be friends, but they can be a tag team. She's getting her way, manipulating Charlotte, maybe? I really wouldn't mind seeing Alexa and Charlotte hold the tag team titles, and actually then maybe if there is a bigger story at play here, letting that play out. I think that could be actually quite fun. The Wyatt Sicks were successful tonight in 8-man tag team action. I thought this was really fun. I thought it broke up they're just having a random tag match to actually see, Uncle Howdy wrestle for what I think this is his third WWE match as the Uncle Howdy character. And also great to see Eric Rowan picking up the pinfall over Chris Sabin. We did get the moment between Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis. Commentary playing into their history. Gargano trying to play into their history. Trying to get into the mind of Dexter Lumis. That didn't work, did it? Poor Johnny. It was Johnny Gargano who would leave Chris Sabin. Bear in mind, it was Gargano, Sabin, Berto, and Montez Ford having to team up tonight. And of course, Sabin left to the wolves of Eric Rowan, which was great. A great spot. Gargano, who walked away, by the way, looked completely defeated after this match. He honestly believes the Wyatts are now going to conquer the tag team division, and they actually might. Nick Aldis did say if the Wyatts were successful tonight, well, that's it. They're back in contention for the tag team titles. So we're looking like we're going to get that rematch between the Wyatts and the Street Profits probably soon. It is official, undoubtedly what will be the main event of SummerSlam, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Well, we'd start off SmackDown with King of the Ring, Cody Rhodes, and he'd be interrupted very quickly by Randy Orton. No heel turn tonight. I know a lot of people thought we might get one after Night of Champions, and we still might, but it wasn't tonight, as Randy would say to Cody that he pulled the trigger and he respects that. But telling Cody that he better not waste this opportunity, telling Cody he has to beat John Cena at SummerSlam. It would be a returning Drew McIntyre who would come out next. Drew McIntyre talking a lot of sense when he said to Randy Orton that Cody has been pressing his buttons for months, talking about the time he was his mentor and actually making Randy feel sorry for him, which made Randy hesitate from the punt kick. Drew pushed those buttons though a little bit too much tonight, and he fell victim to RKO from Randy Orton. And then we got the confirmation Drew and Randy will happen at Saturday night's main event. Tonight, Tiffany Stratton had the opportunity to pick her opponent for Evolution. With Jade Cargill waiting for her opportunity at SummerSlam against Tiffany Stratton, Tiffany had a surprise for her opponent at Evolution. That's right, Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. I can't lie, there is something really cool about Trish always coming back. There genuinely is. I know there'll be people complaining about it, but there's people that complain about everything. Do you know what I mean? They win $1 million on the lottery and they say, oh, it's a shame I didn't win too. Do you know what I mean? Those kind of people. Trish coming out reminding the world that she is of an era where women had to fight for one match on a card to now get an entire pay-per-view dedicated to them, an entire card of women's matches. You know what? I'm happy for Trish to get this opportunity. I don't think she's going to win this match, but I do think she's going to put on the best match possible, and that's really all you could want, isn't it? Shortly after, though, Naomi would attack Jade Cargill backstage. Note Naomi's custom briefcase. That is so freaking cool, isn't it? Honestly, that is absolutely brilliant. And the match is official. Jade versus Naomi will also now take place at Evolution. The card is coming together nicely. The new team of Andrade and Ray Phoenix was successful tonight in an absolute banger against Axiom. Genuinely, maybe the best match of the night. Absolute perfection. I really do want to know where they're going with Andrade and Ray Phoenix, though, because we're all just waiting for the Lucha Brothers to unite, right? I mean, Andrade and Ray Phoenix seemingly are doing very well together. Does Ray Phoenix want to be in the Lucha Brothers right now? Would Penta maybe get jealous of the fact that Ray Phoenix is finding another tag team partner? Dunno. A happy 4th of July message today from the United States champion Solo Sikoa as he introduced formerly Hikuleo as Tala Tonga. We heard the name on social media. We saw it just after Night of Champions. It is official. Of course, not the first time we'd see Solo tonight. At the start of SmackDown, Jacob Fatu would attack Solo, pulling him out of the car, just attacking Solo looking for revenge. This would all build to tonight's main event as Jacob Fatu teamed with Jimmy Uso, taking on JC Mateo and Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu would get revenge by pinning Solo Sikoa, winning the match for him and Jimmy. And then the Bloodline, it does what the Bloodline does, as Tala Tonga would attack Jacob Fatu once again. Worth noting again, Jimmy would try and save Jacob Fatu, but as we all know by now, the numbers game was too much, and it ended up with Jacob going through the announce table with Solo's group standing tall. Julia tonight had another vignette promo, and I really hope WWE know what they're doing here, because I think the US title needs Julia to be successful. Julia is more than able to be successful. The thing is, if you keep booking her in vignettes, people will stop caring. She's a great wrestler. Get her in the ring. Tonight was very tag heavy, but we need to be setting up stuff for Julia for Evolution. That is what we need to be doing right now. Establishing her and that United States Championship, 100%. There you go. Ironically, I said earlier on in the video that it probably wouldn't take long to see the Wyatts versus the Street Profits. That is going to happen next week, as well as Aleister Black taking on R-Truth. Some interesting matches, and don't forget SmackDown remains 2 hours next week. Lots of tag matches tonight, but that's okay. They were good. And you know what? For a pre-recorded SmackDown, there was a lot that happened tonight, so I like that. For me, a solid 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video. Catch you next time. Peace!